Before the road to Hana, you had to plan at least 3 days. It would have took you 3 days from, if you were leaving from Kahului to get into Kianai. The road wasn't, the Hana Highway wasn't put up yet, so it was all a donkey trail. And our community was so isolated, but yet so abundant, because everyone here is active taro farmer, active fisherman, active hunter. They had to be active in that way because the isolation, we're talking about 20 miles, maybe 25 miles that way. So no matter which way, we in the middle. We in the middle of pretty much nowhere.
I think it's important for a community like Hana to have a central hub, but one that also allows for the uniqueness of each ahupua'a, each community within Hana to have a seat and a voice. We recognize here that each ahupua'a is comprised of certain families that maintain a connection to that place, maintain and retain knowledge. That's where I think that idea of a central hub is essential, but then those various spokes being able to branch out into our subsequent communities to better inform what resilience is.
East Maui is in the early stages of building out a network of resilience hubs. Due to the extreme isolation, they have found a lot of value in the hub and spoke model. The hub and spoke model is a design with one central resilience hub. Then in areas that are less populated or more isolated, there are smaller spoke hubs. All of these hubs support the 5 foundational areas, yet the smaller spoke sites may have fewer resources and supplies. In East Maui, Hana is where the centralized hub will be located, and nearby in Kipahulu, Kaupo, and Keanai are where the spoke hubs are located. This approach ensures community members in every area are supported in disruption and also ensures connectivity between the hubs and all the other modes. The need for East Maui to collaborate as a region is critical since there's only one road that goes to East Maui and it's often shut down due to landslides, extreme weather, and even accidents. In the case when any spoke becomes isolated, they're able to provide information, resources, and space for individual community members. However, when the entire region is shut off from the rest of the island of Maui, the East Maui hub and spokes can connect and collaborate to better serve the entire East Maui region.
East Maui is unique and Hana is unique in its isolation because there's only one road that connects this side of the island that runs through and circles around the mountain, and it's our lifeline. But it's a hour and a half to 2 hour trip to the other side of the island on a windy road with lots of 1-lane bridges.
I'm Heidi Leah.
My name is Scott Crawford, and we're in beautiful Hana, Maui. Because of our isolation, our infrastructure is very vulnerable. It's just a part of life, of living with disruptions and interruptions in our infrastructure. Also, as far as transportation, it's not uncommon for a tree to fall down on the road or a mudslide to happen. Sometimes it may be several hours or a half a day or whatever that transportation is cut off.
We're figuring out a new community network that's very proactive. East Maui Ready is an affiliation of emergency responded-minded individuals, but also our agencies. We come together on a monthly basis, but then also whenever is needed to share information about things that are happening in the community. Over the New Year's weekend, we had no phone, no landline. We were able to be on our ham radios and talking to people in central Maui.
Our power system here needs a lot of upgrading. Last week we had a power outage and it lasted about 4 days, I believe 4 or 5 days. We had flashlights and they decided to go out and get generators so that they could have, lighting here. With the strong winds, that's been happening maybe every 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 2 to 3 days. It just depends on the weather. they have to come from town, to repair lines, and that takes days too. So resilience is important to us here because we are isolated and we are actually in the middle of Hana Town and Kahului. So if there's any landslides or any emergencies that happen, we're the middle of it.
Lifestyle here is simple. It's off-grid. We don't have electricity and we only have ag water. So there's only one road coming in to Kaupo, basically, and we get cut off because of the rain and landslides. So we can be cut off from Hana as well as Central Maui and literally be our own. So we would need to have our own area and supplies to provide resource for others.
Like for me, I born and raised here. I know where the waters flow. I know how the ground works. I would never even go to Hana and tell them, oh no, this what look best for do. That's not right. Especially if you're born and raised in that community, in that ahupua'a, in that moku. I believe it's super beneficial that the people there that's born and raised there, I believe that they get the answers to the questions that everybody trying to figure out.
It's important that the Resilience Hub, any Resilience Hub, makes space for culture and knowledge transference to take place. It can be difficult to communicate to the external world of funders, of supporters who are looking for, goals, deliverables, outcomes, who have certain timelines, that it takes investment of one's energy to create that trust. It takes time.
The Hana Farmers Market has become a catalyst to develop a resilience hub in East Maui. The community has rallied around the market and made it clear there is a need to build a food processing facility and commercial kitchen that can evolve into a permanent resilience hub. After community design sessions, the Hana Community Kitchen Project is looking for funders to begin building a permanent hub.